This question is also important because sometimes the question may be asked on this. Discuss the power, functions, and the role of the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. You have already learned about the functions of Parliament. And in the Parliament there are two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Now, in the Lok Sabha, in the first meeting, one person is elected as the members of the Parliament, from amongst the members of Parliament, to be the Speaker. Now, Speaker, in any organization, in any body, in any committee, there must be some person to preside over the meeting. So it is in the Lok Sabha, immediately after the election is over, the one person is elected as the Speaker in the first meeting of the newly elected Lok Sabha. After the election is over, first meeting is convened by the President of India, and from amongst them, one member is elected as the Speaker. Usually, the leader of the party which has won the election, he proposes the name of the person to be elected as the Speaker. Then the opposition party, the leader of the opposition party, seconds the proposal. That means in the election of the Speaker of the Lok Sabha, the leader of the majority party has to consult the opposition party also. So, from amongst the members of Parliament, one person is appointed as the Speaker. And besides Speaker, another person is also elected from amongst the members. He is sometimes she is the Deputy Speaker. And the Deputy Speaker is to act in his absence. So, the Speaker is the chairman of the Lok Sabha. Speaker is elected from amongst the members of the Parliament. Speaker is the person who is elected by the members of Parliament to chair or to preside over the sessions of the Lok Sabha. अब Speaker छान्यो, just as for example at present in the Lok Sabha you will find Mr. Om Birla. Om Birla is the present Speaker of the Lok Sabha. अब उसको हामी के देख्छौँ, term and the qualification. Term हामी देख्छौँ, term is 5 years. यसलाई हामी भन्छौँ co-terminus. Co-terminus means the tenure of Lok Sabha is 5 years. So the person who is elected as a Speaker, his term is also 5 years. That means as long as the Lok Sabha is in existence, Lok Sabha is on the session or is in existence, the speakers will also be there, unless something happens. I will tell you later. So the term is 5 years. But before the expiry of the term, we find that sometimes the Speaker may resign. The Speaker may resign. Number 2 is sometimes he may be removed also. Suppose the no confidence motion is passed by the members of the majority members, majority members of the Lok Sabha, then the Speaker may be removed. कोही बेला त्यस्तो हुन्छ, राम्रो काम गर्दैन, impartial हुँदैन, त्यस्तो छ भने if the members of Parliament they think that he or she should be removed, so if they pass a resolution called no confidence proposal, if it is passed, then he may be removed. And third is membership termination. membership termination. For the speaker, first he or she should be the member of parliament, member of Lok Sabha. If he or she is the member of Lok Sabha, then he can continue as the speakership. But in the meantime, if he resigns or if his membership is terminated, then he cannot be the he cannot be the speaker. Speaker हुन त्यहाँनिर सक्दैन. अनि यति बेला चाहिँ in his absence, if he resigns, if he removed, and if his membership is terminated, then in such case the deputy speaker he acts as the speaker. त्यति बेला चाहिँ डेपुटी स्पिकरले चाहिँ काम गरिरहेको हुन्छ. Now, when a member of parliament, that is the MP, member of Lok Sabha, is elected as a speaker, then he becomes non-partisan and impartial. Non-partisan or impartial means, first, he contested the election from the political party. If she is elected as the members of political party, as the members of Lok Sabha, then after being elected as the speaker, he becomes the non-partisan. त्यसको मतलब यो हो, स्पिकर हुनुको अगाडि चाहिँ कुनै पार्टीको बाट भोट जितेर आएको हुन्छ, उसले मेम्बर हुन्छ. तर जब स्पिकरको पोस्टमा आइसकेपछि चाहिँ ऊ चाहिँ पार्टीदेखि माथि हुन्छ. नन पार्टिसन भनेको he does not belong to any political party. At present, Mr. Om Birla, he is the speaker of the Lok Sabha. He belongs to BJP party. He won the election from the BJP party's ticket. But after being elected as the speaker, he becomes non-partisan. He doesn't belong to any party. Well, त्यस्तो non-partisan चाहिँ त्यहाँनिर हुन्छ. Now, the speaker is to preside over the meeting, and in the session of the parliament we find after the discussion is over, the vote takes place, and in the vote the speaker does not participate in the voting. Though speaker is also the member of parliament, but when he is elected as the speaker, he cannot participate in the voting. जस्तो अब कुनै बिल सम्बन्धीमा यहाँनिर भोट हुँदैछ भने चाहिँ स्पिकरले चाहिँ भोट हाल्नु पाउँदैन. But there is one provision. The provision is, if there is tie, जस्तो हेर, सपोज एउटा बिल आयो, एउटा बिलमा 125 yes भन्ने आयो, 125 no भन्ने आयो. You know, when the bill is passed, it must be passed by the majority members. Suppose in the parliament, if this figure is there, 125 members, they say in favor of the bill, and 125 members say no to this bill. The bill doesn't get the majority. And the majority छैन. यति बेला चाहिँ the speaker can exercise his or her vote. त्यसलाई चाहिँ हामी के भन्छौँ? Casting vote भन्छौँ. Casting vote. Suppose speakerले यसमा okay, I am in favor of this bill भन्यो भने 126 भयो. यहाँ 125 भयो, यसले जित्यो. हैन, कोही बेला चाहिँ के भने स्पिकरले नो, I am in favor, I am not in favor of this bill भन्यो भने 126. यो 125 भयो, 126 भयो. बिल पास हुँदैन. यसलाई भन्छ कास्टिङ भोट. The speaker of the Lok Sabha has to exercise the casting vote in case there is tie or in case there is deadlock. Deadlock is a situation where the bill, it cannot be passed, it cannot be rejected. Neither can be passed nor can be rejected, because equal number, they are supporting the bill and they are also against the bill. In such case, the speaker plays a very important role. Okay, यो चाहिँ भयो स्पिकरको मोटामोटी कन्डिसन्सहरू। अब हामी देख्छौँ स्पिकरको पावर एन्ड फङ्सन्स। अब हामी देख्छौँ द पावर्स एन्ड द फङ्सन्स। Speaker, member of the Lok Sabha, and he is elected as the speaker, and he has to conduct the session of the Lok Sabha. Now, after being elected as the speaker, he has to perform a lot of function, and the first function of the speaker is to preside over the Lok Sabha session. To preside over the Lok Sabha session. Now, when the President of India summons the Lok Sabha, all the MPs from different parts of the country, they gather there in Delhi to attend the session of the Lok Sabha. And on the day of the session, members, they attend the session. And there must be somebody to conduct the meetings. जस्तो हामी सानसानो मिटिङहरुतिर के गर्छौं, एकजनालाई सभापति राख्छौं हैन, सभापतिले कन्डक्ट गर्छ। So the speaker preside over the meetings, preside over the session of the Lok Sabha. Preside over the session of the Lok Sabha means he conducts the business of the proceeding of the Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha को कामहरुले त्यहाँनिर अगाडि बढाउनु पर्यो। जस्तो सभा सुरु गर्नु पर्यो, सभा सञ्चालन गर्नु पर्यो, सभा सुरु गर्नु पर्यो, कसैलाई बोल्न दिनु पर्यो, कसैलाई के भन्ने मौका दिनु पर्यो, त्यसरी अनि बिलहरु प्रेस गर्ने मौका दिनु पर्यो, त्यसपछि अगाडि बढेर डिस्कसन गर्नु लाउनु पर्यो। सो यी सबैको लागि सञ्चालन गर्नुपर्छ। There must be a person to preside, to chair the meeting. So speaker is the presiding officer of the Lok Sabha. So as the presiding officer of the Lok Sabha, the speaker presides over the meeting. Now, sometimes it happens there may be dispute between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. In the parliament, in the Indian parliament, if a bill is to be passed, then that is to be passed by both the houses of parliament. Sometimes first Lok Sabha passes the bill, it is sent to the Rajya Sabha, and Rajya Sabha also passes the bill. Sometimes in the first instance, Rajya Sabha passes the bill, then it is sent to the Lok Sabha. But in order to pass the bill, both houses have to pass the bill. Sometimes there is a situation, dispute. Lok Sabha passes the bill, Rajya Sabha doesn't pass the bill. Rajya Sabha passes the bill, Lok Sabha doesn't pass the bill, so there is dispute. In such case, as I have already told you, the President of India summons the joint session of the parliament. Both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha sit together. And in such case, again the speaker preside. Again the speaker preside over the joint session. त्यसको मतलब त्यति बेला पनि जोइन्ट सेसनमा पनि स्पिकरले के गरेको हुन्छ, जोइन्ट सेसन गरेको, जोइन्ट सेसनको पनि चेयरम्यान स्पिकरले गरेको हुन्छ। Now the second function of the speaker is to conduct the business of the house. So to conduct the business of the house means what are the things which the house has to do in all these cases, in all these activities, it is the speaker who conducts. सभा सञ्चालन त यहाँनिर भयो। त्यसैमा कसरी के गर्छ भन्दाखेरि नम्बर 1 यसैमा के हुन्छ, फर्स्टमा प्रिपरेसन अफ एजेन्डा। प्रिपरेसन अफ एजेन्डा फर्स्टमा के हुनु पर्यो, सपोज लोकसभा सेसन स्टार्ट फ्रम द 1st of July 1st of July 2020 दिन सुरु सपोज छ भने on that first day what are the topics which are to be placed for the discussion. The matters which are to be discussed, it is to be prepared. It is called the agenda, and the speaker has to prepare the agenda in consultation with the Prime Minister and the committees of the Lok Sabha. Especially अब Prime Minister को एडभाइसमा लोकसभामा के हुन्छ, स्पिकरले चाहिँ के गर्छ, एजेन्डा प्रिपेयर गर्छ। द प्रिपरेसन अफ एजेन्डा इन कन्सल्टेसन विथ द प्राइम मिनिस्टर एन्ड अदर कमिटिज। नम्बर 2 मा पाउँछ हामी allows the members, sometimes ministers, to place the bill. You know, Lok Sabha's main purpose is to make the law, to pass the law, and for that purpose the bill must be placed in the parliament. So on the day of the parliamentary session, Lok Sabha session, the speaker allows ministers or the members of the parliament to place the bill. Bill is to be placed. त्यहाँ भन्छ मिस्टर यस्तो प्लिज प्लेस द बिल भनेर भन्छ। सो द मिनिस्टर प्लेसेस द बिल। त्यसपछि अर्को हामी के भन्छ, त्यस प्लेसेस मिन्स इन्ट्रोड्युस द बिल। अस्ति तिमीले पढ्यो प्रोसेस अफ ल मेकिङ इन द पार्लियामेन्ट भन्दा पढ्यो, इन्ट्रोडक्सन स्टेज पढ्यो, इन्ट्रोडक्सनमा मोभर अफ द बिल भनेर पढ्यो। मोभर अफ द बिल मिन्स द bill can be placed by 2 persons, number 1 by minister. If it is placed by minister, it is called government bill, and it is by the non-minister's member, then it is called the private member's bill. So it is the speaker who allows the mover of the bill to introduce the bill, and even the non-members to introduce the bill. And sometimes some motions are also to be placed in the parliament. जस्तो हामी के भन्छ, adjournment motion भयो, calling attention motion भयो, even no confidence motion भयो, cut motion भयो। पछि तिमीले पढ्छौ within the parliament a number of motions are passed। यो सबै बिजनेस कन्डक्ट गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ उसले के गर्छ, पर्मिसन दिने कामहरू गर्छ। त्यसको बादमा हामी देख्छौँ रिकग्नाइज the members. Recognize the members. Now, speaker is also responsible for all the members of the parliament. So the speaker has to recognize, or speaker recognizes the members in the Lok Sabha. Who are the members? Who are the non-members? Non-members are not allowed. Only the members are allowed. And from which constituency and which party or which constituency, etc., etc. So on the floor of the house, that is in the session of the Lok Sabha, that is in the Lok Sabha, it is the speaker who recognizes all the members. अनि अर्को पनि देख्छौँ, give the time. अघि यहाँनिर introduce the bill भनेको जस्तो give the time to speak. तिमीले लोकसभाको सेसनमा हेर्छौ नि होइन, मिस्टर बोलिए, अमित जी बोलिए भन्छ, राजनाथ सिंह जी बोलिए भन्छ होइन, यतापट्टि मेम्बर अफ पार्लियामेन्ट मिस्टर राजु विष्ट बोलिए भन्छ, आपके लिए 5 मिनट है भन्छ र टाइम दिन्छ त्यहाँनिर कति सर बोल्नु होइन। अनि टाइम पनि फिक्स गरेको हुन्छ, फिक्सिङ अफ द टाइम पनि दिन्छ अनि टाइम फिक्स पनि गर्छ, अनि क्वेसनहरू पनि पुट गर्नु सक्छ, क्वेसनहरू पनि आस्क गर्नु सक्छ। यो सबै सेसन हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ यो सबै काम गर्नु स्पिकरले गर्छ। लु तिमी यसो गर, तिमी यति बोल, तिम्रो बेसी भयो बस्छ, यु स्पिक मोर, your time is completed, and you've taken more time, so please be sit down, you sit and stand up, and you speak भनेर भनिरहेको हुन्छ। अब सबै डिस्कसन भयो, के हुन्छ डिस्कसनको बादमा चाहिँ तिमीले अस्ति पढ्यो इन्ट्रोडक्सन स्टेज, कमिटी स्टेज, सेकेन्ड रिडिङ, थर्ड रिडिङ, त्यसमा के भयो सेकेन्ड रिडिङको बादमा थर्ड रिडिङको अगाडि चाहिँ के हुन्छ द म्याटर द बिल इज पुट इन्टु भोट होइन। त्यसको मतलब चाहिँ के हुन्छ भने यहाँनिर द म्याटर इज पुट टु भोट त्यो मात्र होइन एनाउन्समेन्ट अफ रिजल्ट अल्सो एनाउन्समेन्ट अफ रिजल्ट सबै डिस्कसन भयो, बिल डिस्कस भयो, मोसन डिस्कसन भयो, नो कन्फिडेन्स मोसन डिस्कसन भयो अनि अन्तमा चाहिँ मेजोरिटी हो कि माइनोरिटी त्यो थाहा पाउनलाई चाहिँ भोट गर्छ अनि भोट त्यहाँ भोट सजिलो छ दोज हु आर इन फेभर अफ से इन फेभर अफ दिस मोसन से आइज भन्छ, जसले यस भन्छ उसले यस भन्छ होइन, आइज भन्छ अनि उसले बटन थिच्छ यस देख्छ त्यहाँनिर होइन। अनि फेरि भन्छ दोज हु आर एगेन्स्ट द मोसन से आइज भन्छ हो। त्यसको मतलब जसलाई बिल यो पास नहोस् भन्छ तिमीले पनि आई भन यस भनेर भन्छ। त्यसो गर्दाखेरि अन्तमा त्यहाँनिर बटनमा देखिहाल्छ डिस्प्ले हुन्छ रिजल्ट डिक्लेयर गर्छ। त्यहाँ उसले के भन्छ द बिल हेज गट मेजोरिटी भोट सो द बिल इज पास्ड भनेर भन्छ रिजल्ट। फेरि कोही बेला के हुन्छ भोट कम्ती पाएको हुन्छ बिलले मेजोरिटी हुँदैन माइनोरिटी हुन्छ द बिल हेज गट माइनोरिटी भोट द्याट इज द नट मेजोरिटी भोट सो द बिल इज नट पास भनेर यसरी रिजल्ट एनाउन्स गर्छ। अनि यो सबै चाहिँ केमा हुन्छ कन्डक्ट अफ द बिजनेस होइन, कन्डक्ट द बिजनेस अफ द पार्लियामेन्ट्री सेसनको त्यहाँनिर हामी देख्छौँ। बुझ्यो यो ओके। अब अर्को हामी देख्छौँ नम्बर 3 मा मेन्टेन डिसिप्लिन एन्ड हामी डेकोरम पनि भन्छौँ अर्डर पनि भन्छ। अब maintain discipline and decorum in the house. That is another important function of the speaker. You know, in the parliament, Lok Sabha, maximum number is 552. कोही बेला हुँदैन एक दुईजना जस्तो 550 भयो 545. So it is a big house, you know, a house where 540, 50, 52 members are there and they are discussing the matter, they are discussing the bill. So the discipline must be maintained. होइन त्यहाँनिर के हुन्छ डिसिप्लिन मस्ट बी मेन्टेन। डिसिप्लिन भन्नु मतलब चाहिँ all members of the parliament they must follow the parliamentary procedure. One person is allowed to speak. He completes his speech and the speaker allows other person to speak and within the time framework he or she has to speak to complete his or her speech. So in this way one after another the members they can speak. In this case if some members are there who want to disrupt, who want to bring disturbance, who want to disturb the members, disturb the house. You have seen in many times in the Indian Lok Sabha we find the people they are fighting against each other, you know, throwing the chairs, throwing the papers to others, you know. And whenever the speaker is there, whenever one person is speaking, all the people they want to disturb, you know. So these things happens, but it is the speaker who has to maintain the discipline and decorum in the house. त्यसको लागि के हुनुपर्छ भने the members who are disturbing the speaker has to warn him or her. the members who are not following the rules and regulations, the speaker has to make him or her to follow the proceedings. And in spite of repeated warning, instruction to such persons, even he or she or they are not following, then the speaker may expel him or her from the session. त्यस्तो पनि हुन्छ भन्दैछ डिस्टर्ब नगर भन्दैछ भने डिस्टर्ब गरेको हो भने चाहिँ त्यहाँनिर कतिवटा स्टाफ हुन्छ मार्शल हुन्छ वार्ड स्टाफ हुन्छ उनीहरूको सहायताले विथ द हेल्प अफ देम द मेम्बर्स इज एक्सपेल्ड sometimes for that session only if his disturbances or if he still wants to disturb he may be expelled from the whole session of the parliament. त्यो सेसनमा उसले बस्नै पाउँदैन त्यस्तो पनि हुन्छ Suppose if the session is not conducting according to the parliamentary procedure, if the speaker thinks that it is not possible for the smooth conduct of the house, then even the speaker even can adjourn the house. You can see in the television disturbances, and the speaker says, okay, now the house is adjourned till 1 p.m., till 2 p.m., till 3 p.m. भन्छ स्पिकर ठक्कै उठेर जान्छ उठेर गएर चाहिँ त्यहाँको मान्छे मेम्बरको हङ्गामा हुन्छ केही पनि बिजनेस त्यहाँनिर हुँदैन त्यस्तो हुन्छ हैन र यसरी चाहिँ because the Lok Sabha is very important house where the bills are to be passed and bills are to guide the activities and life of the people of India हैन अब त्यस्तो ल बनाउने हाउसमा चाहिँ discipline must be maintained. You know, in the members of in the Lok Sabha you'll find members belonging to different political parties, the members belonging to different communities and from the different parts of India they gathered, and it is very difficult for him or her to maintain the unity, to maintain the integrity, to maintain the discipline in such situation. But it is the speaker who has to maintain or he maintains the discipline so that the process of lawmaking is continuously growing. So this is the thing that he maintained the discipline and decorum of the Lok Sabha. Function of the Speaker of the Lok Sabha is to interpret the rules and procedures. You know, the parliamentary procedures are to be conducted or carried on according to the rules and regulations of the parliament. So, how the rules and regulations are to be followed, all these are to be done by the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. So, he has to interpret the rules. In order to conduct the business, what type of rules are to be framed and how the rules are to be followed, all these are to be followed. And it is in the Constitution, in the Article 122 of the Constitution says that the power of interpreting of the rules and regulations, in this case, the decision of the Speaker is final. Nobody can challenge it. That means in order to conduct the business of the Lok Sabha, if the Speaker is interpreting or following the rules and regulations, if any dispute arises, then in such case, under Article 122 of the Constitution, it is said that in this case, the decision of the Speaker is final. कसैले त्यसमा के गर्नु पाउँदैन क्वेसन गर्नु पाउँदैन अर्को हामी देख्छौँ नम्बर 5 मा to grant permission to ask question. Now, you know, in the parliament, every day, first 1 hour is allotted for the question hour. First 1 hour. जस्तो पार्लियामेन्टको सेसन 11 बजे सुरु हुन्छ 11 बजेदेखि 12 बजेसम्म चाहिँ 1 घण्टा चाहिँ क्वेसन आवर भनेर भन्छ क्वेसन आवरमा द मेम्बर्स अफ पार्लियामेन्ट क्यान पुट any questions to the ministers or to the government. Now, it is the Speaker who grants permission to the members of the Parliament to put question. And there are three types of questions, state question, unstated questions, and already in some cases already the permission is to be sought by the member. Suppose one member wants to ask the question, then he has to take the permission from the Speaker. And the Speaker grants permission for the members to put the question or to ask the question. र यसरी चाहिँ के हुन्छ भने सपोज मिस्टर A, the member of parliament, want to ask the question to the home minister, then already he has to take the permission beforehand, and the permission is granted, and the members of parliament can ask the question to Minister Mr. Amit Shah. त्यसैले all the ministers, they can be asked the questions, and the permission to ask the question in the Lok Sabha is granted by the Speaker. It is the responsibility of the Speaker. अर्को हामी देख्छौँ नम्बर 5 मा regarding money bill. Regarding money bill, the bills are to be placed in the Parliament, and there are two types of bill. Number one is ordinary bill, and another is money bill. Whether a bill is money bill or not, it is the Speaker who certifies. After going through the bill, it is the Speaker of the Lok Sabha says that it is to certify this bill is money bill. त्यो money bill हो भनेर चाहिँ भन्न सक्छ. त्यसपछि money bill लोक सभामा अरिजिनेट हुन्छ, पास भयो. त्यसपछि it is sent to the Rajya Sabha. Again the Speaker certifies that this is the money bill. र यसरी money bill सम्बन्धीमा चाहिँ के गर्न सक्छ? Speaker has to certify. So regarding money bill, it is the Speaker who has to certify. यो चाहिँ money bill हो भनेर certify गरेको हुनुपर्छ. यो पनि लोक सभा, यो पनि स्पिकरको फंक्सन हो. अर्को चाहिँ हामी देख्छौँ, here is the link between President and Parliament. जस्तो तिमीलाई थाहा छ, प्रेसिडेन्ट यहाँ हुन्छ, लोक सभा यहाँनिर हुन्छ. President does not sit in the Lok Sabha. He does not attend the meeting of the Lok Sabha. The President may address the Lok Sabha on the first day, that is his inaugural speech. Other time, the President does not sit in the session of the Lok Sabha. But the President may send some message to the Lok Sabha, to the Parliament. And the President of India can send the message to the Parliament through the Speaker. President को के मेसेजहरु छ भने पनि स्पिकरकोमा आउँछ, स्पिकरले पार्लियामेन्टलाई दिन्छ. अर्कोपटि the members of Parliament, they may also want to meet the President. They may also approach the President, and this approach can be done through the Speaker. So, Presidentले पनि मेसेजहरु पठाउँछ स्पिकरद्वारा पार्लियामेन्टमा. पार्लियामेन्टको मेम्बरहरु पनि प्रेसिडेन्टलाई भेट्न सक्छ, प्रेसिडेन्टसँग डिस्कस गर्न सक्छ, प्रेसिडेन्टको आउन सक्छ through the Speaker. That's why we say the Speaker is the link between the President and Parliament. Next, हामी देख्छौं number 7 मा protection of privileges and immunities. यो चाहिँ हेर, before this I had given you audio clip of the immunities and privileges of the Parliament. होइन मेम्बर्स। मैले अस्ति तिमीहरूलाई यो क्लासभन्दा अगाडिको क्लासमा पढाएँ तिमीहरूलाई एउटा मेम्बर पार्लियामेन्टको कतिवटा इम्युनिटिज पनि छ, कतिवटा स्पेसल फेसिलिटी प्रिभिलेजहरू पनि छ। अब all the privileges and the immunities which the member of parliament can enjoy, these are to be protected, and these are protected by the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. Because Speaker of the Lok Sabha is responsible for the welfare of the members of the Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha को member को जो छ उनीहरुको जे जति पाउने फेसिलिटी छ, पाउने इम्युनिटी छ, त्यो सबै चाहिँ यसको जिम्मा चाहिँ को स्पिकर अफ द लोक सभा। सो स्पिकर अफ द लोक सभाले के गर्छ भने यो उनीहरुको प्रिभिलेज छ, कसले के पाउने फेसिलिटी, वेदर दे आर गेटिङ द फेसिलिटी अर नट, इम्युनिटिजहरु उनीहरुले पाएको छ कि त्यो हेर्छ। अनि सपोज अ मेम्बर अफ पार्लियामेन्ट इज नट गेटिङ फेसिलिटी प्रिभिलेजेस, if he is treating like ordinary citizen, then he may complain to the speaker, and the speaker has to protect his or her privileges. Okay, र यसरी हामी देख्छौँ यो प्रिभिलेजेसहरु पनि गर्छ। अर्को हामी देख्छौँ the speaker is the role regarding the committees. You know, in the parliament you will find a number of committees. Number of committees are to be appointed, and the committees are given different responsibilities, different duties. So, in the formation of these committees, in the composition of these committees, the role of the speaker is very important. The speaker of the Lok Sabha appoints the chairman of all the committees. At the head of each and every committee, one person is appointed as the chairman, and that chairman is appointed by the speaker. Not only that, he himself is the speaker. The speaker himself is the ex officio chairman of some of the important committees. जस्तो हामी त्यहाँ देख्छौँ बिजनेस एडभाइजरी कमिटी हामी त्यहाँ देख्छौँ, अनि कमिटी फर रुल्स त्यहाँनिर हामी देख्छौँ। So, committees विषयमा पनि the speaker of the Lok Sabha has very important power. अर्को हामी देख्छौँ 9 मा administrative functions. Administrative functions. Now, speaker is the head of the Lok Sabha Secretariat. Now, being the head of the Lok Sabha Secretariat, a number of employees are there, so it is the speaker who appoints them. That means they are appointed, and their service rules are also determined. What are the service conditions and what they have to do, that is the responsibilities. It is also in the hands of the speaker, and he supervises their activities. What the different departments in the Lok Sabha they are doing, and the work are their activities, their responsibilities are supervised by the speaker. And the speaker also protects the life and prestige of the members. Already I have told you, the Lok Sabha members, they have some prestige, they have the immunities, they have the privileges. So if somebody is going against their privileges, then prestige, then it is the responsibility of the Lok Sabha speaker to protect them. And you know, inside the parliament you'll find visitors gallery. If you get the time to visit the parliament, you can visit later. But you know, in gallery there where the statue, at the same time the photos related with the India government, India are there. So galleries, in that galleries, the visitors they used to visit. So it is also the speaker of the Lok Sabha is also the protector of the visitors galleries. So if any person is there who is disturbing the gallery, that is visitors gallery, or who is going against the visitor gallery, then he may tell them to go out. That means they may be expelled, they may be driven away. So it is his responsibility. And not only that, being the head of the Lok Sabha Secretariat, it is his responsibility to keep all the records of the proceeding of the Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha को जति पनि proceeding हुन्छ त्यो सबै चाहिँ के गर्न सक्छ उसले रेकर्डमा राख्नु पर्यो. त्यसपछि हामी अर्को लेख्छौँ acceptance of resignation. You know, sometimes the member of the parliament may resign, and the resignation is to be submitted to the speaker. The speaker has to go through it. The speaker has to see whether he is resigning by force or not, by force or his or her own will. And the speaker if the speaker finds that his resignation is by force, then the speaker cannot accept his or her resignation. So, resignation of the minister or the resignation of the member of parliament, if it is by force, cannot be accepted. If it is his or her own will, it is accepted. So, it is also in the hands of the speaker whether to accept the resignation or not. Next, हामी पाउँछौँ, you know, there are state legislature. In the state, there are 28 states in India, and 28 states have state legislature. In these state legislatures, speaker is there. So, all the presiding officers or the speakers of the different state legislatures, they form a committee that is called a body, and in that body, the Speaker of the Lok Sabha is to act as the chairman. So, chairman of the conference of the Speaker. Chairman of the conference of Speaker. Speaker means state legislature. State legislature. The state legislature को जति पनि छ अल इन्डिया लेभलको सबै स्पिकरहरूको एउटा कन्फरेन्स मिटिङ हुन्छ. त्यसमा चाहिँ स्पिकर अफ द लोकसभा इज टु एक्ट एज द चेयरम्यान, इज टु एक्ट एज द प्रिसाइडिङ अफिसर अर द चेयरम्यान. त्यसपछि ऊ अल इन्डिया लेभलमा पार्लियामेन्ट्री कमिटी ग्रुप्सहरू हुन्छ, त्यो ग्रुपको पनि ऊ चेयरम्यानको रूपमा काम गरेको हुन्छ. र नेसनल ग्रुप जुन चाहिँ अब पार्लियामेन्ट हुन्छ त्यसमा चाहिँ इन्टर पार्लियामेन्ट्री युनियन, त्यसको पनि उसले चाहिँ के हुन्छ भने एज चेयरम्यानको कामहरू गरिरहेको हुन्छ. र यसरी चाहिँ इन दिस वे वी फाइन्ड द स्पिकर प्लेज अ भेरी इम्पोर्टेन्ट रोल. If we analyze the various role which the Indian Speaker of the Lok Sabha, Speaker of the Indian Lok Sabha plays or perform, we find that he is very powerful and also highly respected person. Highly respected person. I want to explain it. Powerful. Why is powerful? Because, Lok Sabha is very important body. Lok Sabha is the place where the representative of the people of whole India are there. And in that we find the people of different communities, different religion, different culture, different taste, and it is the speaker who controls them. लोक सभामा 550, 545, 552 जना मेम्बर त्यो पनि भिन्नै विचार भएको भिन्नै पार्टीको मान्छेहरूलाई it is he who controls. He controls, and because of his control the law is passed. If he is not able to control, then law cannot be passed, and if the law cannot be passed, the administration of the country cannot be carried on. So from that angle what we see, if you observe, if you watch the TV of the parliament session, then we'll find Many members, they raise their voice, but it is the speaker who controls them. No, you sit down, you sit down. Let him complete. उसलाई बोल्नु देऊ, उसलाई कम्प्लिट गर्नु देऊ, तिमी बस, you stop भनेर त्यत्रोजनालाई कन्ट्रोल गरिरहेको हुन्छ। अनि भन्छौँ जब स्पिकर आउँछ नि, you know, in the parliament session, when the speaker comes, all the members of parliament, they stands. They pay respect. र उसले yes भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ बोल्नु पाउने, yes no भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ बोल्नु नपाउने। र त्यहाँनिर हामी देख्छौँ पावरफुल पर्सन। अर्को हाइली रेस्पेक्टेड इम्पार्सियल मान्छे भयो। अघिसम्म पोलिटिकल पार्टी थियो, अहिले के भन्छ, he is sitting on a seat on the chair which is impartial in nature. Why it is impartial? You know, because in the parliament you will find the members belonging to different political parties. BJP is there, Congress are there, CPM are there, all parties are there. You know, TMC is there, all parties are there. So सबैलाई उसले मौका दिनुपर्छ impartially. I belong to this party, I want to allow only this group. No, that's nothing. He has to give, he has to give the chances or the opportunity to speak to all. So he's impartial. So when a person is impartial, you know, he is highly respected. जब एउटा मान्छेले कसैलाई पनि भेदभाव गर्दैन, कसैलाई पनि छुट्याउँदैन भने त्यो मान्छेलाई चाहिँ एकदमै मान्छेले रेस्पेक्ट गर्छ। त्यसैको आधारमा इज अ हाइली रेस्पेक्टेड पर्सन। अनि अर्को हामी देख्छौँ डिग्निटी, म्यान अफ डिग्निटी भन्छ, इज्जतदार भन्छ नि, म्यान अफ डिग्निटी। इन्डियाको स्पिकरको पोजिसन यसो हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ संविधानमा हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ प्रेसिडेन्ट, भाइस प्रेसिडेन्ट, प्राइम मिनिस्टरले गर्दा चिफ जस्टिसले गर्दा 7th प्लेसमा चाहिँ आउँछ अरे, 7th प्लेसमा। सो हाइली रेस्पेक्टेड पर्सन, म्यान अफ डिग्निटी होइन। उसको यो चाहिँ सबै के कारणले, उसको कामहरूको कारणले हो होइन, काम कारणले चाहिँ त्यस्तो भएको। अनि अब यो गर्दाखेरि जवाहरलाल नेहरूले के भनेको छ भन्दाखेरि स्पिकरले चाहिँ के गर्छ भने he represents the dignity of the house। अब हेर है, देश कसरी चल्छ, कानुनको हिसाबमा चल्छ। On the basis of the law, the life and activities of the people in a country are carried on। अब त्यो ल कहाँ बनिन्छ? It is in the Lok Sabha, that is in the parliament। अनि त्यो ल बनाउँदाखेरि कसले चाहिँ बिजनेस सम्भाल्छ? It is the speaker। त्यसमा मतलब as a person with the speaker, he controls the house which makes the law and the law which guides the activities of the people। So we find that the speaker has to play a very important role। त्यसै कारण चाहिँ उसलाई के भन्छ भने हाउसले, लोकसभाले बिल राम्ररी पास गर्नु सक्यो, राम्रो चल्यो भने यो चाहिँ लोकसभाको इज्जत हो। अनि त्यो लोकसभालाई राम्रो चलाउने मान्छे चाहिँ स्पिकर हो। त्यसै कारण के भन्छ, यो चाहिँ लोकसभा स्पिकर रिप्रेजेन्ट्स द डिग्निटी अफ द हाउस, डिग्निटी अफ द लोकसभा होइन। त्यसपछि द फ्रिडम अफ द हाउस, त्यो हाउसले कतिसम्म फ्रीली काम गर्नु पाउँछ त्यो रिप्रेजेन्ट गर्छ होइन। एन्ड because of the house represent the nation in a particular way, the speaker becomes the symbols of nation freedom and the liberty। अब यहाँनिर यसरी नेहरूले यसरी भनेको छ, जुन हाउसले ल बनाउँछ त्यो ल देश चल्छ भने त्यो हाउस चाहिँ एकदम भेरी इम्पोर्टेन्ट हो। त्यो हाउसलाई इन्डिपेन्डेन्टली काम गर्ने, देशको इज्जत चाहिँ हाउसमा छ अनि हाउसको इज्जत राख्ने मान्छे स्पिकर हो। त्यसै कारण के भन्छ, स्पिकरलाई के भन्छ, he is the pride of the nation पनि भनेर भनिन्छ। सो यो सबै हेर्दाखेरि के भन्दैछ भने द सिट, द अफिस अफ द स्पिकर इज अफ हाई डिग्निटी, इज हाइली रेस्पेक्टेड पर्सन, हाइली डिग्निफाइड पोस्ट। तब के भन्दैछ भने the person who occupies that seat should also be of outstanding ability and impartiality। जुन मान्छेले चाहिँ त्यो पोस्ट ओगट्छ, अहिले मिस्टर ओम बिरला, ऊ चाहिँ कस्तो हुनु पर्यो, म्यान अफ एबिलिटी, आउटस्ट्यान्डिङ एबिलिटी अनि impartially काम गर्ने हुनु पर्यो. So this is about the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. Okay, I have given the note also, then you can go through it, right? Okay, this much for today. Bye.